Yo, I'm back. Londonkop TV, Champions League winners. Yeah, I haven't posted for a bit. Well, tell a lie. I've made a few videos. I've actually been doing my vlog since the Man United game, but I was being a bit superstitious after we drew 0-0 with Man United a few months ago. I was being a bit superstitious, and I said that I'm not going to make any more posts onto the channel until we won the title, because I was confident we was going to win the title, or we lost the match. Yeah, because we hadn't lost, but we lost to Man City, but we went on that long run. And when we drew to Man United, I'm not going to lie, I thought we fluffed the title, which I was right. We did. That game was costly, as well as the Leicester game and the West Ham game. But my superstition was that until May, until the final game of the season, until the Vincent Kompany shot, I thought we were going to do it. And then obviously was progressing in the Champions League, and I thought to myself, and like I said, I've been doing vlogs all the way. I just didn't post them, so I've got loads of videos of us after post-match reactions to games. But anyway, forget that. So yeah, when Vincent Kompany scored that goal, man, against Leicester, I knew the title was gone there. But I didn't expect us to do what we did against Barcelona in the second game. So that was a shock. So getting to the Champions League final was it was like, you know what, this could be a small comfort at the time, but a big comfort if we win it, in terms of how we lost the title. So yeah, I didn't post. Then I did a pre-match Champions League vlog as well, but I didn't put it up. And then we won it. We won the Champions League, man, and we deserve it. I don't care what anybody has to say. Yes, the final was terrible, and I'll get to that in a minute. The final was terrible, but that was a small sacrifice to take the trophy, because last year we played blinding football and we ended up with nothing. So in a way, we had to be a bit more pragmatic and just get the result over the line and get the trophy. And right now, no one cares on the Liverpool side whether we played rubbish or not. We got the trophy, man. We've got a reward for all of the hard work we put in this season. We thoroughly deserve it. And when you think about it, we went to Bayern Munich, took them out. Yeah, Barcelona, took them out. Went to Porto, where no one normally wins in the Champions League, took them out on their own pitch. Yeah, so, and we were dead and buried to everyone else when Messi scored that free kick against Alisson and that jammy goal when Suarez hit the bar and then it comes back and Messi scores. We made Messi look good at the Nou Camp, and Barcelona got totally carried away with that result, thinking that, yeah, Liverpool, we're done. But as you know, Anfield, we will mess you up. And we messed up Messi at Anfield. So the final, man, let's get to the final. So the final itself, I was nervous all day. I was like, I kept having two scenarios. We're going to win, and I kept having visions of Henderson with the cup. And then I kept seeing Kane taking the cup. And I was to-ing and fro-ing. And I'm going to come to it in my next video, because I'm going to chop this up into little segments about the final and about what we're doing anyway for pre-season as well. But overall, I was happy to see Kane on the team sheet. And then I just was like, how's this game going to go? And I kept having visions of Kane scoring a jammy goal or something and Tottenham taking the title. And then at the same time, I had Salah. So I was all over the place. Anyway, to the game, when we started, I was shocked that we got a goal so early. Shocked. But when I saw that Sissoko had his hand up and we got the penalty, I think from there I just thought, yeah, this is us. This is us. I think this is us. But in a way, scoring that goal so early, it kind of messed up our game plan. Because I personally think Klopp and the players, I think because of what happened to us last year, I think we were so afraid. We got in front and it was like, wow, we haven't been in front before. And I feel like it would have been more of a killer to lose the final after going in front and losing last year than, you know, if we went behind. If we went behind, I think we would have played our football and just carried on. And I still think we would have won it. But I think Klopp was very pragmatic in the sense of just like saying to them, just do what you have to do to get over the line in the second half. I think the first half he had no idea that the team was going to mess up so much. He couldn't have, because he didn't send them out like that. And yeah, when you're on the touchline, you've got to remember, half the players won't even hear what he's shouting out when he's shouting out instructions. They won't hear it. So I think the first half, we scored the goal, and I think the team were like, you know what, last year we outplayed Madrid in the first half, and we got done over all over the place. So I think the players panicked. I think no one wanted to make the mistake. Everyone has seen what's happened to Karius. You know what I mean? Karius' career is dead following the Champions League final. So I think everybody was kind of nervous, like, get the ball away. I'm not taking too many touches. We tried to do our passing game, but I think we were just so disjointed in the first half. Tottenham, to be fair, I don't think they deserve to be level in the first half, but I think 1-0 was a okay reflection. But second half now, I think Tottenham played much better than us. There's no doubt about it. And I personally think, like I said, Klopp was pragmatic and said, you know what, we don't actually need to score again. They got to score past us. I don't think they'll get past Virgil and Ali in goal, and Robbo and Trent just keep coming out when you can and try and support the attacks. But I feel like he put the 7 back and said, just chill and leave Mo and Mane and Firmino when he was on to do the business after that. And that's why I think the final ended up being so drab, because yeah, it was a terrible final, man. And when you look at it, Tottenham don't have the quality. Dele Alli is absolutely shot of, I don't even know if it is confidence. I think a lot of it's gone to his head, and he's just not performing right. Kane, which I'm going to come on to in my second video, I personally think he shouldn't have started, but I'll get onto that later on. Son was trying, but I think Son was overplaying because Kane wasn't ready. And then when Divock came on, I'm not going to lie, I felt like he was going to score. And it's weird because he's not one of our best players, but of late, I think he's just feeling himself. His mojo's up. And when he hit that second goal, that was the only time I sort of relaxed. I wasn't convinced Tottenham were going to do a famous comeback against us, but we were giving them some chances in that second half that it's like we was almost giving it away, trying to give it away. But in the end, we got it over the line, and I'm so happy for Henderson. I'm so happy for Henderson. When Henderson's received some stick from our fans, from rival fans, and again, he's not the best player in the league. Yeah, let's not get it twisted. He's not De Bruyne. You know what I mean? He's not Bernardo Silva, and he's not Gerrard from the past. You know what I mean? But Henderson does a job for the team, and I'm so happy for him that he's picked up the title, especially because he missed out the game against Chelsea in 2014 when we were running for the title. Because I feel if Henderson was playing the way he was playing at that moment, I feel if he was playing in that game, we wouldn't have lost to Chelsea. I firmly believe that, and I think that's haunted him since right up until now, and he's been trying his hardest to do something for Liverpool. So I rate him. I rate Henderson a lot, and I'm so happy that he lifted the trophy. And now nobody can't talk to us. 6 Champions League titles, 6-time European, well, not even Champions League, European Cup winners, 3 more than Man United. You lot can't talk. They couldn't talk anyway, but you definitely can't talk this year, Man United fans. Man City fans, keep the treble. Keep it, because you haven't got 1 Champions League, and that's the trophy your people want. Don't get it twisted. You ain't got 18 titles, so the league titles. I was speaking to a Man City fan the other day and a Chelsea fan, and they're telling me, where's your Premier Leagues? It's like, you're talking nonsense. Like, we don't need to win Premier Leagues all the time. Like, imagine that. We've got 30 years that we haven't won a league, and you guys still ain't caught up. Man United is the only team on that side that can talk and say, yo, we've got more Premier League titles than you. But, hey, we've got 6 Champions Leagues. So you can't talk either. You know what I mean? No one can't talk about this club. No one can't say nothing about Liverpool FC. Period. I keep saying it all the time. It's not even being boastful. It's just fact. You know what I mean? So they can't talk. Chelsea man can't talk with the 1 Champions League. You can't talk. Arsenal, I ain't really got no beef with Arsenal fans, to be honest. It's not because you haven't won the Champions League. It's more, I just ain't got beef with Arsenal fans. I don't really come across Arsenal fans that are trying it anymore. When Henry and them lot were there, I had a lot of Arsenal man peppering Liverpool until we won the Champions League, and then they kind of keep quiet. But yeah, Tottenham fans ain't got no problem with them either. But Chelsea fans I've got a problem with. Man City fans at the moment now I've got a problem with them, because when Company scored that goal and then they done the treble, lot of mocking of Liverpool for some reason. We was classy all the way up until the end. We never ever made it a beef between us and you. We was just like, it's just healthy competition. But you guys now getting above your station. Like, you guys just reach, and all of a sudden Man City fans are trying to banter Liverpool. Like, you're not... Listen, when Pep's gone, it's done. I'm telling you. Remember I said that. When Pep is gone, you're done. I don't care who you get next. Because all the big managers now that could... Mourinho and Pep were the top managers. You know, last decade, last 15 years, Mourinho and Pep, right? You got one of them, you got Pep. And the form you have now is Pep. This isn't because it's just Man City. It's Man City with you lot buying all the players and Pep. But you see, when Pep gets tired in a year's time or the year after, you're done. You see, Liverpool, we got a foundation. We always have had a foundation. Winning trophies, the fan base, everything. Our ground. Trust me. Remember I said that. Yeah, you lot are done in a couple of years' time. So have the glory now. Have the treble. I almost guarantee you won't get a Champions League. And you definitely won't get one if Pep Guardiola leaves. I'm telling you that now. If you don't get it next year or the year after, you're not getting no Champions League. And even if you get the Champions League, you need another 5 to talk to Liverpool. You can't talk to us about anything. So anyway, let me come off that. Just to summarise, 6 times Champions League winners, champions of Europe, kings of Europe. I'm going to be saying this for the next 12 months. Until we give back the trophy, this is me all year long. I suggest every Liverpool fan, milk it. Yeah, milk it while you can. We're going to take the Super Cup from Chelsea in a couple months' time. So that's our next trophy. And then from there, we do a mad assault for the title. I think we'll get the title next year. So that is my first video done. Yeah, that's my first contribution done. This is my first official post back. There's going to be a lot more content coming. You're going to probably get overload from me. And just like or subscribe to the channel. Yeah, if you like what I'm saying. Yeah, because like I said, I'm talking to my Liverpool fans out here and anyone else that wants to listen to what I'm saying. Do you know what I mean? Small channel, but I'm going to grow it. Anyway, forget all that. I'll see you in a sec.